Hello friends, I'm Bolt Matrix, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Thunderhowl. I picked this figure up over at Walmart.com. It was literally the only place I could find it. Thunderhowl is modeled in colors. Colors, yes. We'll go with colors. The figure's head sculpt is okay, if not very flat. Like, the entire front of his face has really not much in the way of depth to it. It's not bad per se, and it's supposed to be his battle mask, but this isn't what Thunderhowl looks like in the show at all. In fact, if you look at the actual character model of this figure, or I'm sorry, of this character, you will see that he has the dark coloring of the figure that I've already reviewed, which was the Ultra Class figure, and there's no yellow. So which one was made first, or did they go off a design that somebody... You know what, who cares? Who cares? He's yellow. Our wolf boy here is yellow, silverish, kind of tan, and off blue. Yeah, we'll go with that. The figure comes with 3 accessories. The first accessory being this lightning accessory, which slides onto his sword accessory, and then the lightning accessory can be barfed in animal mode. And then he also comes with the shield, which is a little odd because it's supposed to fit over the forearm, but then it gets in the way of the shoulder pad, and then when you try to move the shoulder pad around, the old arm starts to move. But if you try to put it on to the arm on the side, it won't go, so I'm stuck like this. I like the overall look of the figure. It's just a shame that mine can't stand. More on that in a minute. The overall aesthetic works. I just wish it was more show accurate. You know, customizers are going to get a hold of this thing and do what they do. Posability is alright. Head is on a swivel. There is a ball joint in the shoulder. Then there's this hinge joint for the transformation. Upper swivel at the bicep. Bend at the elbow is not quite 90 degrees. Fists do articulate. There is no torso swivel due to the, well, transformation. Legs are on ball joints but can only kick out so far. Thigh swivel. Bend at the knee. Bend at the shin for the transformation. And then probably the dumbest ball joints of any Cyberverse toy I've gotten a hold of lately. These are just bad. They're just bad. The joints here, the ball joints, just way too loose, and he has a tendency to fall over. Just putting him, you know, standing up. You could fix it. It's easily fixed. It's just annoying that I have to fix it. Now, the cape on the back is really cool. This whole section here is supposed to be his cape, which will actually fold up and form the entire spine of the beast mode, and then the back of the beast mode as well. And that's very cool. Even with all the shown posability, the figure really has a hard time keeping any poses, simply because of the football joints, and then these shin joints don't lock into place. They just stop, and they don't like snap or lock into place. They're much too loose, and see, I mean, they can't even hold the weight of the figure up. So problematic point number 2. All the other joints are fine, though. Thunderhowl comes with the head from Macadam. That head was incredibly difficult to get onto the ball joint. More on Macadam at the end of this review. I have to admit the transformation is pretty cool. To start off with, take the shoulder pads and flip them up, and I apologize, my camera keeps zooming out without me touching anything. Once we have those shoulder pads flipped up, we can then come to the back, unpeg the back, and hinge it up over the head, like that, and then come to the chest of the figure, flip it up, thus unpegging it from the shoulders, and then hinge the wolf head up over that section we just folded up, like that, and just leave the backpack component up. Now we can take the arms and fold them forward, and turn them, fold them forward, and turn them, and pop off these joints. As soon as I took this figure out of the box, or out of the container, the wolf head fell off, and then the arms both fell off, so just be wary. Then leave the legs and kind of push them down. Then grab the section that looks like a tail, fold that up, and fold that up on the back, and push those together, like so. And then butterfly the entire chest section, and while it's butterflied, grab the legs and fold them out and then pull them away from the body on that pin, like that. And do that on the other side as well. Fold them out and down, and then pull it away from the body. And then when we fold the chests up along the back, we push the hips back, and they will peg into place in these little tiny peg holes. And just got to get things moved so that other things aren't in the way. Like so, like so. All right. Arms down, flip the fists around, put the shoulder pads forward, and turn the front fists, and then we have the front of the wolf mode. Then to the back legs, fold the little hip guard forward, like that. Then collapse the legs at the knee, collapse the legs at the shin, and then fold everything down like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Now we're almost done. So take the back section and fold it down, and it will kind of smack and snap into place like so. And then we can take the shield and it will come down and peg onto the back like this. But one thing I have discovered is it's not perfect. But you can put the sword here and then close and then cover put the shield over top of it, but it doesn't work that well. And the reason I do that is so that the sword actually is stored somewhere. Otherwise, there's nowhere to put the sword. Even if you think, oh, well, you can put it right there. No, you can't. There's not enough clearance, and there's nowhere else to peg the sword in, so you just kind of have to put it off to the side. And here we have Wolfie mode, and it's obviously a robot squatting down on all fours. It's a very Cheetor-esque transformation, though it is way more complicated than I initially thought it was going to be. The splitting open of the back and the chest is really neat. That's really cool. I really enjoy the fact that they engineered this little deluxe class figure that highly. That's neat. Now for the lightning gimmick, open the mouth up and kind of push the head up, and then the lightning will slide onto what I'm only assuming is the robot's tongue. And there we go. It can barf lightning, which I'm actually okay with. Now to talk about MacAdam, or McAdam. It's fine. It's a fine little figure. I do wish it transformed into something, but this is cool. Posability, head, ball joint, shoulders, ball joint, elbows, ball joint, fists do rotate, though very limited. Ball joint in the upper torso, ball joint in the legs, ball joint in the knee, feet don't move at all. So you can get him kind of posing, but he's not the most posable figure, but he is pretty cool, and I am glad that we got a MacAdam figure. So, as this is the last figure that I'm probably going to buy from Cyberverse, the Deluxe Class series of Cyberverse has been good. Overall, has been pretty darn good, except I think the worst figure was Megatron. But if all those loose joints were fixed, it could easily be one of the best. That's been the thing that's plagued this entire subline, is just cruddy joints. Otherwise, the figures themselves are... Oh, and bad paint. Bad paint and cruddy joints. Otherwise, the line's been pretty good. So, folks, let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Bolt Matrix, and I'll catch you all next time.